y'all, Twana Michelle here. Today is Halloween. Happy Halloween to those of you who celebrate that holiday. If this is your first time here and you don't know who I am a licensed mental health therapist, narcissistic abuse recovery coach, and a certified trauma therapist. And today I just want to talk to you guys about something that has really been sort of irritating me over the past few days. And I think it's really important to get this message out, okay? Now, I'm not going to say who I'm referring to, but there is a pretty popular YouTube couple that is currently in a dispute, a conflict. Hopefully this relationship is over for good, and I will tell you why. I'm not going to identify who they are. But apparently there was some major fight that did result in a physical domestic altercation type of situation, domestic abuse, intimate partner violence, whatever word you want to use. And so the young lady came out and spoke about it on her channel. And one of the things she said was, "I'm not trying to be a victim here, but I just want y'all to know what happened." Oh, it disappointed me. It hurt me hearing this young lady say that. And I think this is something that we have to get away from as victims, okay? Because we are. So there is a difference between identifying yourself as a victim of harm, a victim of abuse, and maintaining a victim mentality. If you have been in a situation where someone has intentionally caused you harm in any way, physical harm, emotional harm, psychological harm, financial harm, sexual harm, it does not matter, then you have been victimized. You have been the victim of abuse. And I think that's so important because one of the things that the narcissist will often say is that you are not a victim. You are not an innocent person here. You played a role. Listen, let me tell you, there is only one person responsible for abuse, and it is the abuser. It is the perpetrator of abuse. If someone has intentionally put you in a dangerous, hurtful situation, then they are 100% responsible for that. There is nothing that you did that caused that. Now, there may have been a confrontation, there may have been some conflict that led up to that, but that does not warrant abuse. And I'm here to tell you all that it is okay. You are being gaslighted when you are told that you are not a victim, and stop calling yourself a victim. You are being gaslighted because you are. So let me tell you the difference between being a victim and having a victim mentality. Being a victim is so important because you have to be clear about what happened here. You have to be clear that you are dealing with an abuser, and that's so important. You have to see them in that way. And in order to see them in that way, you have to see them as the perpetrator. You have to see them as the person who caused you harm. You can't see this as a situation where you played a role, you did something that hurt them. Let me say this also, because I've been getting comments from people saying, well, females, women can be abusers too. Women can be narcissists too. Absolutely. Okay. Because of my own personal experience, I use he, him by default. I sometimes use they. I very seldom use she or her, but anyone can be a narcissist. Anyone can be an abuser. So I'm not saying that it's okay by anyone in any form. What I'm saying is, if you have been a victim of abuse, it is okay to see yourself as such. Now, the difference between being a victim and having a victim mentality is that one is having a sense of awareness and being able to put things into the proper context. And again, being able to clearly see the perpetrator as the one who is responsible and should be held accountable for their actions. And this is outside of this couple. I'm just speaking in general, okay? Because I don't know all the details. I just know what I heard, what I listened to on YouTube. Having a victim mentality is internalizing what happened to you during your victimization and changing your belief system. And you may start to think of yourself in more of a negative type of way. For instance, you may believe things like, I'm unworthy and this is why this happened to me. I don't deserve anything better. I'm never going to be in a situation where I'm going to be treated kindly. No one's going to really love me. I deserved what happened to me. What happened was my fault. So when you start to think like that, now we're entering into kind of internalizing and holding on to that victim mentality, which is basically seeing yourself as unworthy, unlovable, undeserving of anything better. So, and this is what the narcissist and any other toxic individual wants you to do. They want you to believe this about yourself so that you stay in these relationships, so that you tolerate their abuse, so that you don't believe that you deserve anything better and you feel trapped. You are not trapped there. When we start believing we are trapped, that's when we are taking on a victim mentality. When we start to believe that we have no power, we have no control over our lives, we can't ever get out of this situation. Yes, you can. And I know it's difficult. I've been there. Trust me. It took me longer than I would like. Okay. Going back and forth years. But you can't do it alone. You really need to get some help. Reach out to your support system. The narcissist may have isolated you and removed you from people, friends, family that are supportive, that can help you see the truth about what's happening in this relationship. They may have isolated you. Reach out to your support system. Those genuine relationships and people who care about you are still going to be there. And they're going to welcome you back and they're going to be glad you came back. Seek out some professional help. I cannot emphasize this step enough. Remember those belief systems that you have developed as a result of being in this toxic relationship. You have internalized that abuse and that mistreatment, and they have gaslighted you into believing that you are deserving of that and that you don't deserve anything better. You also probably need to go back to childhood trauma, attachment trauma, family of origin issues, those core, deeply rooted wounds that led you to this person in the first place. No, it's not your fault. And this is the thing about distinguishing that you are a victim and not having a victim mentality. Understanding that what happened to you is not your fault, it is their fault, okay? That makes you a victim. Understanding that you can do something about it, you can get some help, you can heal from whatever wounds that you have that still are unresolved and that you need to heal from. You can work on identifying patterns of behaviors and belief systems that you have that need to change. You can work on self-love and self-confidence and renewing your strength and getting your power back. That is how you move out of the victim mentality. But that does not mean that you are not a victim. So listen, women, men, whoever, I don't care. If you have been in a situation, especially an intimate partner violence situation, and you are on the receiving end of that, you are absolutely a victim of abuse. It's okay to see yourself as that. It's okay to be able to say, I am a victim here. I don't have to stay in this position. I don't have to internalize this victimhood. I can move past that. I don't have to take on that mindset. But you need to be able to see the truth as it is. So that is all I came here to say. Don't forget to smash the like button. That does help my channel. Share this out with other people who need to hear this. This is an important topic. People need to know that this is okay to see yourself as a victim in a situation, but to not internalize it, okay? And to not let it shape how you see yourself. And leave a comment if you have any thoughts, questions, anything you want to say about this topic. Leave a comment down below. And thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, take care. Bye.